Hello family and friends and fellow YouTubers, it's Kim here from Kim's Country Corner, and today it is Memorial Day, and I hope everyone has had a great Memorial Day weekend. I know I have. I have been out here at the Hancock Homestead all on Memorial Day weekend helping John with various garden chores. And I've put in some new flowers, which I'll show you later, but today I'm going to be concentrating on the vegetables. John has been working on building new boxes to replace the old ones that have been falling apart on us. They've lasted us 6 good years, but it's time to get them replaced. And really the main issue we've been having is they've been coming loose on the ends. And then whenever they come loose on the ends, we accidentally hit them with the mower and that splits them. So this year we are adding corner brackets, and hopefully by adding these corner brackets that will hold them in place better. But anyway, we just decided that this was going to be the year we would replace 4 of the vegetable boxes. So John has been working on that. He did a box on Saturday, and he did a box yesterday, Sunday, and he's going to do at least 1 more box today, maybe 2, so that these last 4 boxes will be new this year. We just had 3 of the top 4 done just 2 years ago. So the top 4, well, one of them's still pretty old, but 3 of the top 4 are only 2 years old. And now these last 4, which were 6 years old, are going to be replaced this year. Anyway, we have brand new garden boxes to work in, and that makes me very happy. And in this box here, I'm going to be planting Better Boy tomatoes. Now, John had already planted some tomatoes over in that box before we decided to switch them out. And over there, he has 3 Better Boys, and then he wanted to try some Big Boys. So we also have Big Boys over there. But Better Boys and Big Boys are what you call indeterminate tomatoes. That means that they will come on at various times throughout the whole growing season. So you get nice tomatoes for a very long time. And they are what you call slicing tomatoes that you eat with meals, okay? Whereas the Romas, which I'll be putting on later, are determinate. That means they all kind of come on at the same time, and you use them mostly for canning because they're smaller and they have a real nice thick meat consistency. Whereas these are a little bit more watery, but they are sweeter. Anyway, yesterday when I was out working, I got sunburned ears. So I got me a hat, and I'm going to wear my hat. I don't know if you can see my face, but my ears are so sunburned that they're really sore. I have been so busy during April and most of May that I haven't been able to get my hair cut, and so I've been pulling it back into a ponytail, but that exposes my ears, my neck, my face, and I'm not used to wearing hats when I garden, and as you all know, I don't wear gloves. So anyway, I thought this time I'm going to wear my hat, even if you can't see my face very well. But we're going to go ahead and put in these Better Boys, and whenever I do them, I always like to use the black cow manure. Tomatoes love really thick organic soil, and so just around the base of the tomato is where I add the black cow manure. And then I also, in the past, have always made my own mixture of like a fertilizer where I use Epsom salt for the root growth and the photosynthesis, and then I've used dried milk to add calcium to the soil because calcium will help to prevent root rot. And then I usually add bone meal, which helps with leaf growth and just the overall general health of the tomato. Well, this year I did not have any of those ingredients on hand. I've used them all up, and so I've been watching this channel called Laura with Garden Answer, and she always uses plant tone anytime she does her gardening. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to buy a bag of this plant tone and I'm going to try it out. You know, she's a master gardener, professional gardener, so if she recommends it, then that's what I'm going to try. And so I'll be adding a handful of this to the hole as I go. But anyway, I'm going to bring you in for a closer look so that you can watch me plant one tomato up close, maybe two, we'll see. And then I'm going to just work and probably put you all on fast forward later so that you can watch me work and do it fast. Anyway, so let's come on in and watch me plant this tomato. Okay, so normally I like to do 3 tomatoes on each side, and I do one in the middle and then one at each end. It just allows for airflow and space for the cages. You could probably get 8 in here. This box is big enough to do 8. I've just always done 6. So anyway, here we go. Let me move this bag. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is just dig the hole. And tomatoes, I always like to plant super deep because then you'll have a nice root system going all the way up the stem. This dirt is so nice and fluffy because we've been adding, cow manure and compost and, fertilizer and stuff to it over the years. So it has got a nice consistency now. All right, so these are my better boys. Put that label down in there. Now what I like to do too is I pick off the bottom leaves. It helps with pruning later. It also helps with the prevention of cutworms. It's not a guaranteed prevention, but it does help. So whenever I get finished, I have just this top part and I'm going to bury this down to here. Then I will have roots growing all the way up this. I could probably also take off this one. There. Okay, so I'm going to have roots coming all the way up the stem, and then these here will make a nice triangle of main branches. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle some fertilizer in there, some of this plant tone. And then I'm going to add some black cow manure. All right, and then I'm going to take the soil that I had dug out from around it and just cover that up. And there's our first better boy. After I get the whole box finished, that's when I'll come back and water. So let's go ahead and do another one right here in the middle. Another reason I like to kind of keep them far apart besides the airflow and the caging is I like to put down some mulch in between them. And this allows me a little bit of room to put down a piece of cardboard and some straw to help mulch out the weeds. Whatever stems you take off, do not leave them in your box. Be sure you collect those and throw them away, because that is an invitation to cutworms, is to have free leaves just laying around for them to nibble on. I had cutworms one year, year before last, and I just made the cardboard cones and sprinkled some 7 around the edge, and they went away. So I've never had any trouble since. I gotta get that a little bit deeper. Oh, I just love the consistency of this dirt. Well, you know, I don't like to wear gloves. I never think about it. But did you know that digging in dirt is good for your mental health? Because there are microorganisms in this dirt that actually raises your serotonin levels and makes you a happier person. So actually, hand to dirt contact is good for your mental health. And of course, just being in the sunshine will also raise your serotonin level. So, gardening has a lot of mental health benefits. This plant tone is an organic fertilizer, so it is safe, and it will not hurt your plants, of course, and it will not hurt you or your animals or anything, because it's organic. All right, let's get some black cow manure. As most of you know, I had knee surgery, and my knee is doing better, but it still gets pretty stiff. So if you see me hobbling, it's because my knee is still somewhat swollen and somewhat stiff. I'm only on month 4, so, but it's doing so much better. Let's see, I think I'm going to take this one too. There. All right. Just look how nice that dirt is. That soil. I get in trouble for calling it dirt. People tell me it's soil. I'm like, to me, that's a synonym. It means the same thing. But anyway. So something I didn't show you on the other one, and I usually do this whenever I'm watering, but I will hill these up, and then I make like a moat going around them, so that whenever you water, that water sinks into the roots. All right, I'm going to keep working, and I'll let you guys watch. Okay friends, so I have box 8 here all planted up with Better Boy tomatoes. And box 7 over there has Better Boy and Big Boy. And now I'm going to move on to the Romas, and I'll be doing them the same way. But the Romas will go in boxes 5 and 6. So today I'm just going to do box 6 because I want to leave box 5 empty in case John gets around to fixing it. Then he doesn't have to worry about plants. And I'll put in box 5 after he gets that box built. But let's go ahead and do Romas. Okay, so box 6 I'm going to do in Romas. I'm going to plant them the same way I did the Better Boys. I'm going to dig a deep, deep hole, plant them down as far as I can get them, add some plant tone and some black cow manure. So let's go. These are super leggy, but if I can plant them down deep, then these will sprout okay. And I might even have to lay them on their side, and then this will start to grow upward. But these leggy ones were the only Romas I could find. Isn't that something? I'm going to bring you in closer so you can watch me do these leggy ones. Alright, these Romas are so leggy that I want to get them very deep so that they will establish nice roots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and tear off these bottom ones. I can't believe these were the only Romas I could find, and they are super leggy. But what I'm going to do is I've dug my hole. I've dug it pretty deep. And then I'm just going to lay it on its side like that. And this will eventually correct itself and start growing up. Okay? Got some plant tone in there. Okay, family and friends, well, I am back. My camcorder battery had died, shut off, while I was showing you how to put in leggy tomato plants. And I had not realized that until after I took you guys in. But anyway, I did finish getting this box full of Roma tomatoes. And so these boxes are eventually going to be completely filled with good tasting vegetables. In box 1, we have some lettuce growing. In box 2, it's empty for now. Box 3, I have peppers. I have bell peppers, green bell peppers, red bell peppers, and yellow bell peppers. And then box 4 is empty for now. Box 5 will have Romas in it. Box 6 has Romas. Box 7 has 3 Better Boys and 3 Big Boys. And then box 8 has Better Boys. So anyway, these boxes will eventually all be full. I have 3 tomato berry plants I want to put in. Tomato berries are real small. They're like cherry tomatoes, but they're called tomato berry. And they are so good. They're like my favorite small tomato. And I actually have 4 plants. I'm putting in 3 out here, and then I'm going to take 1 up to the apartment and put 1 up there. Okay, friends, so the garden spot has been tilled up, And John has planted 8 rows of corn on that side, on the east side. And over here on the west side, I'm going to be putting in cucumber plants, watermelon plants, and then pumpkin plants. All of those are vining plants, and they all like to be planted up on hills. So anyway, that's what I'm going to be working on this afternoon. And right now, I'm doing cucumbers. Okay, so basically what I'm doing is I'm just making my hill, and I'm making them about 10 feet apart. And I just walk it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So I already started a hill here.
So it needs to be moved to the side. Looks to me like it's about right with the first one.
Yeah, no, it's right on the sides. John's working on more boxes. There we go, straight 8s. I'm planting straight 8s and I'm planting bush cucumbers. Okay friends, well I have 8 hills of cucumbers. I have 4 straight 8s, 4 bush, and I'm going to call it quits for today. It is super hot out here and I'm done planting for today. So thanks for sticking in here with me. If I water these tomatoes right here, I won't be in your way, will I? Okay. Can I set this over on the tractor? So I don't get it wet. Well, family and friends and fellow YouTubers, we are into the evening hours of Memorial Day. We got a lot done today. John was able to finish the third box, so he has now gotten 1, 2, 3 of the garden boxes built, and he'll work on the fourth one at a different time. But I was able to get 2 of the boxes planted up with tomatoes today. John was able to build the box right around the tomatoes that were in this one, so they're still in good shape. And I was able to put in 8 hills of cucumbers. We have 2 varieties. We have 4 hills of straight 8s, and then we have 4 hills of bush cucumbers. And then I also put in 4 hills of watermelon. There's 2 different varieties, Jubilee and Crimson Sweet. So got that much done with the vining crops. John got 8 rows of corn in this morning. So we are off to a very good start. I still have a few tomatoes that need to go in. And then we have another box that we're gonna kind of discuss what we want to do with it. But anyway, a lot of vegetables are now in the ground growing. So I appreciate you all being here with me today. And I hope that you all had a good Memorial Day weekend and a good Memorial Day. And if you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to know more about what's going on in my corner of the world, hit that subscribe button to Kim's Country Corner. All right, I will talk to you all later. Have a good evening. Bye for now.